Hello everyone, this is The Lock, and this is the Skeptic Wars podcast where I talk about some of my favorite stories that I posted on the Skeptic Wars blog for the past week. So let's just get right down to it. Alright, first story is Chief Medical Officer rejects pro-homeopathy studies submitted by Health Secretary. This is from the International Business Times, and it concerns the United Kingdom's Health Secretary, Jeremy Hunt, who has been pushing pro-homeopathy studies to that country's chief medical officer, and has asked her to review homeopathic medicine's perceived medical benefits. Um, and the chief medical officer, who is Professor Dame Sally Davis, has rejected them, calling it, well, basically calling it BS. I mean, she didn't actually call it BS, but you get the idea. And the study was actually funded by Laboratorius Boron, which is one of the world's largest manufacturers of homeopathic products, which, suffice to say, puts these studies in a kind of a conflict of interest. I mean, and it's a good thing these studies have been rejected because homeopathic medicine has been shown and proven time and time again to not work. It's just at best the placebo, and pretty much there's no health benefits whatsoever um, to homeopathic medicine. You're just buying water and sugar pills. So kudos to her for rejecting these studies. All right, this one is the League of Nerds podcast, and it's about the 10 worrying facts about genetically modified food that All Time Tens put out a few weeks back, and it's Miles Power, James Gunnery, I think is his name, and a special guest um, discuss for actually quite some time, for about over an hour actually, about how that video was completely flawed, and a lot of the stuff in it was just false, complete BS. And I've seen the video, and I agree. A lot of the stuff in that video was complete and total BS, and a lot of people were going to that video and pointing it out, and some people were saying that the video should be removed from YouTube. And but it's still up, and you can do a search on YouTube for it. But um this podcast by Miles and James and their guest basically helps debunk these myths that they are that this video, that the All Time Tens video, put out as facts. All right. Next one. Please give up your children and walk away from them. This is from the Pox blog, and apparently, let me give you some background. The Canary Party, which is a anti-vaccination group that poses as a political action group, recently posted a picture on their Facebook page of um, First Lady Michelle Obama holding up a sign that basically says the U.S. has its own missing children, like the 14,700% increase in autism since 1990, affecting 1,200,000, but the U.S. won't call it an epidemic, much less a crisis. And basically, this is what the Canary Party did was Photoshop edit a real photo of the First Lady holding up a sign that was that said "Bring our girls back," and actually said "Bring back our girls," I should say, and and it's which is concerning the terrorist a terrorist group Boko Haram in terrorist group in Nigeria that had recently kidnapped over 200 schoolgirls and were threatening to sell them off as sex slaves. I mean, they were saying wives, but it's pretty much sex slaves. And the Canary Party took the original photo and altered it, and basically altered it so that instead of reading "Bring back our girls," it would be just their anti-vaccination propaganda. And I've seen it. I actually wrote a blog about it myself. Wrote blog article, I mean myself, and about it. And it's just horrible what they did. I mean, here we have a situation that's very serious and very sensitive, and the First Lady was just trying to do something just to show support for these girls and maybe in a way try to encourage these terrorists to let these girls go. And the Canary Party went and altered the photo and basically took the photo and used it for their own purposes. And it's very sickening, but it also shows just some of the despicable things that they are willing to do. And well, it's just wrong. It's just completely and totally wrong. And people have been going on that Facebook page, and they have been making it quite clear just how they feel and how wrong what they did, and well, basically that the photo should be removed. They've been telling them, just remove the photo, and who knows, maybe someday it will be removed. Maybe they'll find their conscience and realize what they did was just immoral and unethical and remove it, or maybe Facebook will remove it. Either way, the photo should be removed. Alright, this one. Red wine's magic ingredient, resveratrol, I think that's how it's pronounced, I don't know, has no health benefits. This is from Vox, not Fox, Vox, and it's an article about how a ingredient that's been said to be a magic bullet against heart disease, cancer, aging, and is now being sold as a concentrated supplement, has no health benefits whatsoever. And this really doesn't surprise me. I mean, sometimes people find a chemical or some ingredient in a drink like wine. They think, oh, this must be some sort of magic bullet thing or something like that, and you know It's not. It doesn't do anything. I mean, why do people, you know, I mean, does my question is, does even wine itself have any health benefits? I mean, okay, yes, it does. It helps thin out your blood. Um, it's said that a glass of wine a day is good for you. Maybe, I don't know, but um, the this chemical resveratrol just simply has no health benefits whatsoever, and that there's absolutely no reason to buy this and buy the concentrated supplements of it, and there's absolutely no reason to use it. I mean, there's plenty of reasons why you should drink wine. Primarily that, wine's good with certain meals, but as for this resveratrol, it's worthless. All right. Outbreak in Ohio adds to 18-year high of measles cases in the U.S. As most people know, there's been like multiple outbreaks of measles across the country, and there's been in California and um, New York, and in Ohio. There's currently 68 cases, confirmed cases, mind you, of people who have been infected with measles, and you know, this is we haven't seen this high of many cases of measles in nearly 2 decades, and you know, but as bad as it is here, it's a heck of a lot worse in other countries, like in Philippines, where there's at least 20,000 confirmed, excuse me, or suspected cases of measles there. And you know, basically, when I was a kid, I didn't even know anyone who had measles. In fact, I never even heard of me measles epidemics. Um, and these measles cases. This could be directly linked to the anti-vaccination movement, because they've been encouraging people to not get vaccinated due to BS fears about vaccines causing autism, which they do not. And you know, if you have someone to blame for this, you can blame Andrew Wakefield and Jenny McCarthy. That's that's what I say. You're gonna blame someone, you gotta blame the right people, and you gotta blame the idiots who didn't vaccinate their kids, and basically helped cause this as well. All right, next one. Children's Aid steps in after 11-year-old trades chemo for native remedies. In Canada, in Ontario, Canada, a 11-year-old girl who is part of a native tribe up there has chosen to stop chemotherapy because she thinks it's killing her, and that's not too unexpected, because chemotherapy, it can be harsh on you. And instead she's choosing to stop it, and um basic and she's going to start using native remedies, natural remedies, and stuff like that, alt med and stuff like that. And well, Children's Aid, the Child Protective Services there, they're stepping in, going to try to stop her, try to get her to continue chemotherapy, or may even force her to continue chemotherapy. Will they actually do it? Um, I have no idea. I mean, they might actually get her to continue. They might force her to continue. I hope she makes the mature decision and continues to do it on her own. But kids will be kids. But I really hope this girl comes to her senses, because she's only 11 years old. She doesn't need to die by taking some BS, foolish alt medicine stuff that won't work. All right, and here's the final one. Creationist says Pat Robertson is promoting paganism, challenges him to debate. Ken Ham is, as you all know, is a younger creationist. He has a museum that promotes young Earth creationism, and basically says that the Earth was kind of like the Flintstones. Is saying that has challenged Pat Robertson to a debate, because Pat Robertson endorses old Earth creationism, which isn't that much better than young Earth creationism, but at least it acknowledges that humans didn't live with the dinosaurs, and that the Earth is a lot older than 6,000 years. Apparently, Ken Ham, he doesn't like this. He wants everyone to be a bunch of anti-science young Earth creationists, and Pat Robertson, he's pretty much anti-science as well, but at least he accepts the fact that the Earth is far older than 6,000 years. Ken Ham apparently thinks this is a pagan ideas, when in fact it's not. It's pure science. In fact, I don't even know of any religion that thinks that the Earth is, you know, as old as what it really is. But if this happens, this will probably be the funniest thing ever seen. Alright, well, that's it for this week. I certainly hope you enjoyed the podcast, and I hope to see you around next week. So, this is the Lock saying, see ya.